I'm going to go ahead and try to add some dahlia into the garden. The frost is pretty much over here, so I thought it would be a good time to try and put them in the ground to see if they're going to start. So I'm going to start digging out some for my dahlias. Those two I put in the corner over there, and I figured I'd put one here at the very corner. That way it can grow upward and I can attach it to the fence. So dahlias are done. My English daisy pot with my chard in it, chamomile. I've been really loving the early blooms in winter to spring and the color they bring. I've been really loving them. With the weather warming up, I knew that it was time to plant some beans. So I planted some bush beans in the border. That way they can kind of grow out of the bed. I decided it was also time for my sunflowers, one of my favorites from last year, and I couldn't wait to get them into the ground. I consider my garden a bit like a structured chaos garden. Chaos in the sense that there is no real map, but there is design and thought in what I'm planting and where. So I put some flowers in here throughout the entire back area here, all the way down, as well as here in the corner, and then I added shorter varieties here, and against these two posts I put two spots of shorter ones. And here is where I put 2 spots of the dwarf variety. It should get up to like 2 feet, no more, maybe even less, so it will blend in a bit with the bachelor buttons a bit. And over here I did my lemon queens, and down here I did some as well as all the way down. My borage from last year is getting ready to bloom. I grew these from seed. They're the only things I was able to grow from seed last year in the springtime. So I actually saved only a handful of seeds of my borage, which I actually ended up putting in here. And I realized, I'm like, what is this growing? I was like, this looks almost like a cucumber or a squash of sorts. And then I realized I recognized the little spikiness of the plant. That's borage. It actually is viable and it survived. I have 2 borage in here, maybe more. I don't see any at this moment, but those 2 actually came out, so that's exciting. I do love their flowers. They're really beautiful, and they'll add to the colors I have going on in here. Now the best part about it is I have no idea what I have, because I threw different varieties here, and obviously this clump did the best, and I just randomly threw them. I try to sprinkle different ones throughout different areas, so I honestly have no idea what this will be. But that's the exciting part of it, is I have no idea. And I enjoy waiting to find out what it will be. My calendula is starting to bud. You know, I just noticed something. My nasturtium is getting ready to flower. So I have one here, and I have little smaller ones throughout there. So I'm excited to see what the flowers will look like on all of them. It was a mix, so there will be a variety of colors. It could be red, yellow, peachy, orange. Join me next week as I go to Green Acres and pick out some more plants and enjoy all the new flowers that are coming out for spring.